Folded to Helmuth with queens. Blinds are up to 4 and 8,000. A raise to 20,000 from Helmuth. Nate Bierno folds pocket fours. A weak ace into the muck from Rick Barabino. Lance Harris with ace-jack.
Ace-jack's a decent hand, but Helmuth doesn't like it when other players don't respect his pre-flop raises. Get out now, save yourself the rant later.
He's going to take his chances. Calls for 16,000. Negreanu in the big blind with ace-king of clubs.
3 big hands.
That much.
A 3-bet.
All in.
And all in, you heard him.
56.
Ooh. Harris folds.
We probably have the same hand. Okay, bud. Good luck.
Oh.
You got it?
Queens.
Yeah, it's a race.
I
almost flat. If he didn't do that, I would have flatted, right? Now, we got to put it all in a race situation.
Daniel happier about the race situation than Phil. Phil at risk. He spends entire tournaments trying to avoid this exact situation.
No, it's fine. I'm still here either way. Good luck, kid.
All right, Daniel.
I know you had good cards, but I wasn't going to pull that. Yeah. If he didn't raise, if he didn't call, I would have just flatted too.
Yeah, I know.
But with that extra money,
Much better for us not to race. But
yeah. Well, he came in and had too much gravy in there. Yeah. Had to come get it.
I don't blame you.
Clash of Titans. And Negreanu wastes no time scoring top pair.
You know, indeed, if Daniel just flats it pre-flop, maybe Phil gets away from the queens on the flop. Helmuth now in deep trouble.
It is business, but these two are good friends. I'm sure Negreanu feels bad for Phil. Jack.
Hey, still got life.
A gut shot for Phil.
Queen or a 10. Queen 10 is the hand that you've hated your whole life. Now you need a queen or a 10.
Queen or a 10 or Helmuth is gone.
The river card is a 5, and it all comes crashing down for Phil Helmuth.
Sorry, bud. Yeah.
I figured I'd have the queens or something big against you. I knew it was going to be a monster.
Well,
The 2-time World Series of Poker Player of the Year pocket sevens, 22,000.
I'm going to knock you out. Mama said knock you
He's moved on to LL Cool J now.
Switch, right?
Mike Cloud doesn't want to stick around. What do you think about De Leon?
I don't think De Leon is playing here unless he has pocket quads.
Jay Kim on the button.
I was doing it. You got me.
He folded. Austin Lewis in the small blind, ace, king of spades, shoves.
Can't have him doing that to me every time.
142.
You got 2, huh?
143,000.
So that's just do math thing. Okay.
Here's my quick math. Call because you have enough chips.
Hard to make a pair.
You might have a little itty-bitty pair.
Not a huge chunk of Negreanu's stack, but he is very careful when he gets into possible race situations.
You might be just doing that bully thing on me, too. Worked for you last time. Try it again. Okay, good luck, bud.
You've got sevens?
Yeah.
Wow, Austin channeling Daniel.
How'd you know sevens?
Wow.
Pretty good read.
Yeah. Daniel gets Danieled.
Okay, if the flop comes with a 7,
I just wish you
in
had a
advance.
7 of diamonds instead of that 7 of spades.
Yeah.
Lewis is going to need help from the board to stick around. 10-5, 10-1 spade.
Not much there for the 34-year-old personal trainer from Grand Prairie, Texas.
What do you say, Jack?
It's always good for the sweat. Jack is for his. Just give him every
Then you
out.
just come with Jack.
Turn card is a 9, so now another 9 would counterfeit Daniel's 7s.
Or a 9.
Or 9, yeah. All these extra outs.
Ace, king, or 9, or Lewis is gone.
The river card is a 4. Austin Lewis rides off into the sunset. Folded to Moga, ace 9.
Odd fact about Moga, he's never been to a matinee.
He raises to 35,000. Fairly typical table in the room right now. Stacks ranging from over 100 big blinds down to 11. Big swings happen here on day 5.
For what it's worth, I think Von Obzalent looks like Yul Brenner.
Good point. Negreanu with king 10 off will come along from the big blind. Heads up. Moga and Negreanu. The flop brings top pair for Moga, a Broadway draw for Daniel, who checks.
Moga, born in Israel. His family moved to Montreal when he was 5, so he said, what the heck, I probably should go with them.
He mostly plays cash games.
Much?
This is his
30,000?
second main event. He bets 30,000.
Raise.
And Daniel's going to raise it up with the draw to 85,000.
Oh, Daniel repping a big hand. If I'm Moga, that check raise would make me think I might be drawn thin here if Daniel has like ace-king or ace-queen or ace-4.
Moga with that ace. And Daniel now knows the continuation bet was not an empty gesture. Turn card now, tray of hearts, 3 hearts out there.
Daniel might put Moga on a flush draw. Plus, Daniel has no hand.
He checks again. Moga says no more check raises for you, Kid Poker. River card is a 7, so Moga is best. Daniel, though, reaching for chips. Oh, greener with 25K each, almost a pot-sized wager, 225.
Boy, check raise on the flop, check the turn, bet the river. If I'm Moga, I don't know what I'd do here. I do know I would take off the shades and maybe try to stare into Daniel's vegan soul for insight.
Oh, he knows Daniel doesn't have the nut flush because Moga has the ace of hearts. He's got a pair of aces.
Daniel with the river bluff.
Moga gives up the best hand.
Ace-4.
I did not have ace-4.
You had squad douche with a side of avocado.
Action on Omri Moga. Pocket 7s, early position.
30-year-old host at Playground Poker Club in Montreal.
Blinds right now at 12 and 24,000 with a 4K ante. Moga with the 7s raises to 52,000. Chris Horder recently doubled up. We'll sit this one out. Sal DiCarlo, I think he's a Chiefs fan.
I just look at DiCarlo and I am ready for some football.
Are you ready for some poker, Sal? No, he'll fold. Now our chip leader at this table, De Silva with 5-4 of diamonds. He'll make the call with a pipe dream. Daniel with ace-king off. And he says all in for 474,000.
474.
These are 2 Canadians thriving here in Las Vegas. We can't build that border fence soon enough.
Daniel shoved 19 big blinds.
I got good cards. You guys look at me like I'm bluffing. Give me that. Yeah, I don't know. I got good cards. That's why I'm in.
How much?
474.
You've got to love Daniel out there exposed, talking, no hoodie or shades. You want to read them? Go ahead and read them.
Everybody knows.
All
They
in.
all know.
Oh, Moga re-raised all in to isolate Daniel, and Pesh does fold.
Correct for me to cheer for you.
What's that?
but-
No pair. Pair of 7s? Wow, really? You thought I was bluffing?
What's wrong with a pair of 7s?
Okay, just gotta win a race. Okay, we need an ace or king, please.
Moga trying to outrun Daniel's run good.
Moga should rub his hands together and say, we need quad 7s, please.
Negreanu at risk. Here is the flop. And Daniel wastes no time in hitting that ace.
Can't be that easy.
But
Can't just
Moga
be
with a
easy.
flush draw.
You don't see Daniel uneasy this often.
7 outs, 2 times.
He's a bit uneasy here. Not ready to exit stage right from this main event.
His whole demeanor changed. It's a heart on the turn.
A 7 or any club knocks out Daniel Negreanu.
This could be it for Kid Poker.
Let's do it.
The river card, the 6 of diamonds, and Daniel with the double up.
Yeah, it was good. All right.
Von Zelen with 9s. He'll raise.
My first table, the first 5 guys that sat down were over 60. It's a good
And
table.
if you keep going in that direction, how would you like to be the youngest guy at the final table?
Yeah, I'll
That'd be
take
fun.
it.
61-year-old Blumenfield folds. On the 33-year-old DiCarlo with ace-king.
When he takes the hoodie off his mouth, DiCarlo is the worst player in the history of his hometown of St. Louis, Missouri. See, now he's back in beast mode.
He's got beast mode hand. And there is the 3-bet to 132,000. A quick fold from Pesh, thank you. Pocket kings for Negreanu in the small blind.
It's been raised and re-raised. And Daniel with a monster.
With that monster, a lot of players snap shove, but Daniel taking his time. Negreanu with re-raising chips, and there is the 4-bet to 332.
Small ball be damned.
Howard gives up the big blind. Van Opzalen folds his 9s. Now left to DeCarlo with ace-king.
They call my nickname, Cold 4-bet. It's my style.
Cold 4-bet.
Right? That's what they call me, Cold 4.
Mr. Cold 4.
Yep. 'Cause that's how I've been playing for years. I love it. It's so fun.
Wow, a re-raise to put Negreanu all in. He didn't see that coming.
I'm gonna need a moment. I have a very, very, very good hand. I'm not kidding.
It's a 5-bet. It's for the rest of Daniel's stack, and he wants to make sure he has not run into aces.
A lot of players snap call right there.
I'm probably in. I just want to make sure there's no way I can get away.
These opportunities don't happen often.
It doesn't seem possible Daniel would fold kings here and leave himself with 37 big blinds.
This could be it. Jeez, you must have it, no? I've only done it, I don't know, twice in my life. I was right once, wrong the other time.
Yeah, I remember Daniel talking about this once. He's referencing the fact that he's only folded pocket kings pre-flop twice in his life. One time his opponent had aces, the other time his opponent had queens.
This is how you torture Daniel Negreanu.
DeCarlo's pretty snug. Daniel knows he likely is not 5-betting with anything worse than pocket queens. You don't think it can be kings because you've got kings. It's probably not ace-king because you've got kings.
What reason to think it's not aces? It's what Daniel has to figure out here then.
I call.
Here we go.
You got him?
Good call.
He's good.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Nice hand, Daniel, so far.
Negreanu in good shape, but he's at risk, and he's again uneasy. 2.5 million chips in the middle.
Thanks, bud. Good night.
Should not root for you, but I will.
Thank you, bud.
It is DeCarlo who is on his feet now. He's the one that has to improve to knock out Negreanu. And his best shot is just to find an ace. Here we go, Negreanu at risk. All diamonds.
No diamonds.
You gotta fade diamond, diamond, though.
At least I'd still be here.
Turn card. Another diamond. Negreanu could get flushed out of a full double up.
The ace of diamonds, he no longer wins, right? So you can look at it that way.
Exactly.
Only the ace of spades or ace of hearts knocks out Kid Poker.
A lot of the crowd on their feet here. The river's a black 7, a full double up for Daniel Negreanu to nearly 2.6 million.
Develop technology to produce a king out of the deck at any time.
King Queen, so he's done that already. A raise to 200,000. Ace Queen for Steinberg, a 2012 bracelet winner.
Fantasy sports savant, and also a good-looking guy.
You're just enthralled by the tie. He calls, part of his 5.7 million chip stack. Schwartz folds. Folded to Negreanu in the small blind. Queen, Jack suited.
Oh, this is 3 hands that can get you into trouble. 4 hands that can get you into trouble.
Yeah, Negreanu called Cannuli with Jack 9.
Cannuli getting a great price out of the big blind, better than 6-1 to call. Come on in. It's a bargain circus.
He's the big stack. Could he be thinking raise? Nope, just a call. So it is 4 players to the party.
Everybody's got a card that somebody else has.
All right, here's the flop. 4-way action. Jack, Jack 7. Negreanu and Cannuli flop trips. Toole and Steinberg come up empty. Check, check.
2 slow playing jacks. And Toole can bet here because he knows the turn of the river will be king, king.
He does check, though.
Steinberg in position in this spot bets 82% of the time.
He checks.
Oh.
Turn card 5 of spades. The bad hands are now drawing dead. Negreanu out of the gate with 425, half the pot.
Well, Cannuli isn't folding, but I don't think he's raising either.
There is the call. You were right once.
Steinberg in position in this spot folds 82% of the time. Ha!
The odds were with him. So we are heads up. This could get ugly for Cannuli.
Yeah, he's going to regret maybe coming into this one cheap.
River card is the king. You were right about that. Negreanu's kicker will play.
Trip jacks, big kicker. Daniel's indoor soccer coach would know to bet here.
Daniel with a lot of green and some lavender, 925.
900.
Sometimes you get a good price and it doesn't work out. Like when they offer 2 for 1 at the market on new cereal. You buy it and then the cereal tastes real bad.
I have a jack.
I have a jack too.
Queen.
Yep, Daniel approaching 7 million.
That's how you do it, Daniel.
Action on Neil Blumenfield, San Francisco amateur, very scrappy. Ace, king of hearts, a raise to 250.
For this late in the main event, this table really skews older. Blumenfield, Magner, Amar, a software executive, and 2 doctors.
One of the doctors, Magner, folds 10-4 on the button. The other doctor, Amar, looks down at king 9.
He plays in a home game with his kids. I can beat those kids.
In the big blind, 6 tray of spades. Daniel will call.
Daniel pre-ordered his baby-suited semiconductors.
All right, here is the flop. Trey deuce 5, 2 spades, middle pair, and a straight flush draw for Daniel. Blumenfield with a wheel draw. They both check. Wow. Turn card is a 4, a missing piece for both players.
You know why people love playing with Daniel? No hoodie, no shades, no headphones. Plus, he acts quickly and he acts friendly.
With his 6 high straight, he bets 325. Blumenfield with a 5 high straight calls.
Blumenfield can't get away from it.
River card now is another 4, so Daniel is best. But how can Blumenfield not love his hand here? Daniel, chips in hand.
I hate this.
The perfect amount is 950.
I call.
Call 950,000.
Straight.
Me too.
Oh, man. 950.
Daniel suddenly all business. Maybe the friendly thing is just an act.
Negreanu under the gun with pocket 8s. He, Schwartz, and Tom Cannuli keep trading the chip lead at this featured table. Daniel raises to 275.
The main event is an exhausting, long grind. If Daniel seems well rested, he is. He has a trailer parked here at the Rio, and on dinner breaks, he'll take a nap out there for an hour or so. It's a big advantage. Sometimes I want to catch a few winks here in the booth, and they won't let me.
Who won't let you?
Just call the action stretch.
Justin always folds as though he deserves better.
How much is it is?
Magner folds. Amar now in the big blind. Pocket deuces.
All in.
He says all in for $1,160,000.
This will be an easy call for Daniel. He can afford it.
You got like $1 million or so?
It's a little bit over a million.
Yeah, I call.
Yep, there it is, and he will try to knock out Amar.
The likable cardiologist picks the wrong spot again.
81%.
that hand?
How does he know it's 81%?
Do that hand I raised.
Good luck, man.
Thank you. Good luck.
Daniel's on his feet. Is he nervous about this?
I don't know. It's the doctor who needs a doctor.
Yeah, it was. I only had 8s.
All right, so deuces against 8s. Daniel trying to retake the chip lead at this table. Here it is, 5-4 ace.
Ooh, you got more outs, buddy. It's always fun, right?
Daniel makes it feel enjoyable when you bust to him.
Amar with a wheel draw.
He needs a 2 or a 3, right? We need all the other ones. Explaining poker to my friends who've never played before.
How about me?
Another
Okay.
ace.
Still a deuce or a 3.
The doctor needs a deuce or a 3.
The river card. 9 of clubs, and that brings the main event to a close. After Negreanu raised with yet another pocket pair 8s. So Max looks down at aces.
He's been dressing a little sharper each day. It's essentially a fashion crescendo. A nice shirt, then a nicer shirt, then a nicer shirt with a necktie, and now a nice shirt with a necktie and a jacket. If he makes the November 9, we might be talking tux.
Hole cards as dapper as his suit. A re-raise to 750. That's a good size repop.
Yeah, and Daniel raised from early position, so he's probably strong, yet Max sends him a message, I don't care. But with Max, you never know how strong he is.
All in.
I call.
Wow.
Oh, man, that was
And
good.
Max couldn't ask for
That's
a
good.
better spot here.
You got about $3 million, right?
3.5 probably.
Steinberg looking for just this spot on day 7.
They haven't had a lot of bottom sets beating top sets
First of all, they're not sets.
in a while.
So
I really think an 8 might come. It's possible.
I'm worried.
did you know bottom set never beats
I
top
think
set?
it's gonna. I think it's,
Just
I think
for the record.
Here's the flop. No 8.
Yeah, right?
And Steinberg in great position
7-4.
to get pretty healthy.
Max with a nervous smile, even with aces, because it could all end here for him. Turn card is a king. The ace is still good.
And now an 8 and an 8 only knocks out Max Steinberg.
It's another king. There is the double through Daniel.
Yeah, Daniel could afford to absorb the hit, and both these bracelet winners now with virtually equal stacks.
Action on Daniel Negreanu. Daniel looks down at queens again. He's had kings and 8s. And now with queens again, he raises to 350. Pocket 6s for Federico Buderoni.
He doesn't have experience in live, though. Young and fearless.
I'm old and frightened.
It's good.
Actually, I'm really not right.
Pocket pair into the muck.
Good fold from Federico.
Ace-king offsuit for Tom. Every main event day has been a step forward for Canuli. Day 7 began with 6.2 million. He's got 9.5 now. And he's gonna 3-bet to 950,000. Max Steinberg in the small blind folds Jack deuce. Blake Bond in the big with pocket 4s. And that small pocket pair goes in the muck.
We had seen Canoli play conservatively against Daniel previously, but this time, despite Daniel's early position raise, he goes with the 3-bet with ace-king.
Daniel calls for 600,000 more.
Daniel seldom a 4-better.
All right, here's our flop. 5, king 4. Tom takes the lead with top pair. Daniel checks his queens.
Canoli finished 691st at last year's main event, good for $18,000, which was his biggest live score until this year's main event.
Tom grabbed control pre-flop with the re-raise. He bets here 675. Now Daniel wondering, is this just a continuation bet from Canuli, or does he have a real hand?
Well, Daniel's ace-king radar is on the fritz, so he will continue.
There's the call. Pot of over 3.6 million. Turn card 10 of clubs. Canuli still good. Daniel checks again. Tom now checks. Jack on the river. Negreanu comes up short with those pocket queens. And for a third time, he hands the action to Canuli.
Canoli's check on the turn confused me, but I guess it increases the chance he can get a call here on the river.
Canuli reaching for chips. This bet is 1.2
Quite a
million.
dirty run out.
Bet 1.2.
Filthy. Just absolutely filthy. Filthy. 10 and a jack, huh?
On folded 4s, he'd have these two crushed.
All right, I'm gonna need a moment. Filthy run out, bro. I don't think you have ace-queen.
Correct.
I don't think you have 3 jacks.
Correct.
You don't have 3 tens. And you don't have 3 kings.
Correct and correct.
what am I worried about then? You don't have any of those hands. And I don't think you have ace-king either.
Incorrect. Johnny Olson, tell Daniel what he's won with the second best hand.
It's cute. All right, so you don't have all those hands. What are you going to beat me with? You don't have 3 jacks. You don't have 3 tens. You don't have 3 kings. You don't have ace-queen. I guess you could have ace-queen. $1.2?
1.2, correct.
Oh, okay. I pay.
Ace king.
Ace king?
Yeah.
Good.
Go down.
I had queens. Good hand.
Another hit to the bank in Negreanu.
Tough times for Daniel.
Justin Schwartz under the gun with pocket eights. And he limps.
Justin likes limping with marginal hands, and Daniel likes seeing flops.
Daniel with pocket sixes will limp as well. Federico Buderoni. King six offsuit.
Federico likes taking his time. Oh.
Manages a fold. David Peters, the attorney from Southern California, calls with queen nine, and the big blind, Max Steinberg, he's got an option.
A Max Steinberg squeeze in progress.
Nope, just a check.
Well, the only thing better than a four-way limp pot is a five-way limp pot. Thomas Aquinas.
I missed that glass. Schwartz flops eights full, and everyone else is left in the ditch.
Yeah, you might notice that Justin's percentage is greater than the other three percentages combined.
Just a tad. Peters and Max check, as does Schwartz now to Daniel with the pocket sixes. $525.
You know, Daniel betting here with what he thinks is the best hand, and he doesn't want an overcard to come off on the turn and pair somebody.
Folded now back to Justin Schwartz, who just slow plays the full house. All right, another five. Negreanu turns a lesser full house. Schwartz checks again.
Schwartz is a patient trapper.
Daniel checks back. Nice check. River card now. Tray of diamonds.
Justin says he's playing for the money, not the bracelet. And right now, he's playing for Daniel's chips.
His talk has been the talk of this main event. He's a pro with personal choices and table interactions that are usually set to stun. A bet of 1.3 million now.
Justin leading out for the first time, betting about 2/3 of the pot.
And Daniel can't believe it. What have I gotten myself into? Radar goes up.
You got pocket eights over there?
How does he do it time and again?
Justin is mum.
I don't think I can get rid of this one.
Well, if you know what they have and you still call with an inferior hand, I think you might need an intervention.
How do you get a read on a red hoodie?
Eights.
Good hand.
Yep.
Eight's full. Yeah.
Daniel couldn't help himself.
Why do I do that? Tell people what they have and then call?
Watched you do that for a while on TV, Daniel.
Yeah. Nice hand.
At the feature table, David Peters all in with sevens after Negreanu opened with ace-jack.
I think I might have to play this one. Your hand's pretty good, right? Pretty good cards? Not like the best cards? $2,295,000. What do you want me to do, boss?
Boss? Why not homie, man, Holmes, dude, bud? Or here's a thought, David.
2.2 is 11 big blinds. I mean, that seems pretty clear that I can't fold then. Good luck, bud. Call.
Daniel looking for an ace or a jack and a knockout.
Yeah, it's a flip, obviously. Good luck, my friend.
I'm gonna need it.
Your cards were just okay.
All right, here we go. David at risk, and he's still good.
I got hearts. Oh, no, there's oh, I thought there was 3 hearts there.
I thought there was 3 hearts too.
Just okay is still good enough for Peters.
Turn card, deuce of diamonds. Peters still good.
I'll let whatever happens, happens.
You're too serious right now.
Peters has to dodge an ace or a jack.
The river card is an ace!
Sorry, buddy. Man, ugly way to go.
16.2 million in his stack with pocket sixes. Part-time poker pro and day trader from San Jose, California, with a raise to 400,000.
When Daniel finished 11th in 2001, he was chip leader with 12 players left. He got involved in a huge pot that crushed him. Ace-king against pocket sixes all in. He says he'd play it differently now and avoid the coin flip situation.
Joe McKeon, not a chip leader, but those cards could help improve his standings. Pocket aces.
Pocket aces and the signature stare.
A re-raise to $1,125,000. Budaroni now.
It's been 3-bet. What's he going to do with 9-8 off? Take 5 seconds, then muck it. Maybe take 10 seconds.
And muck it he does. In the big blind, Daniel with ace-king.
The wrong time for ace-king.
The stare. Daniel with a 4-bet. Those are the chips he just won from knocking out his friend and buddy.
Uh-oh, McKeon has to multitask 2 people to stare at.
The original raiser, Matthew Guan, with 6s, and he gets rid of those.
Okay, so McKeon will stare, check his chips, then maybe stare again before 5-betting all in.
Daniel has McKeon covered. But McKeon with the hand.
I'm all in.
We raise all in.
How much?
Shade under 10.
They call me Cole 4, you know, because I'm Mr. 4-bet guy. Oh, and you move in, huh?
9.81.
You know I don't usually do that, right? I mean, I just want to make sure you know I'm not like the 4-bet guy.
Daniel with ace-king again like he had in 2001 with 2 tables left, except this time, it wouldn't even be a coin flip. He'd be in awful shape.
I think most people would have already given you your money, but I'm probably not, because I think you have a very, 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 very good hand. Like the best possible hand.
Daniel's so good. I don't know how he ever loses. For real.
Because he doesn't listen to what he says.
What would Helmuth do? I already know. Question is, what do I do? Probably the same thing as him, I think. Got aces.
I think Daniel feels the absolute worst hand McKeon could have here is queens, but it's probably aces or kings. This would be for 70% of Daniel's remaining stack.
Daniel gives it up.
What did you fold, Danny?
Ace king.
McKeon picked up the best starting hand at an opportune moment.
You got holes on me.
Ace the king. What are you gonna do?
Zing. Joe McKeon with pocket 6s. Quad alert earlier on day 7. He turned quads against Matthew Guan, who was betting into him on the hand.
He looks like Zach Galifianakis and acts like Scott Seaver. Go figure.
And he's going to raise it up to $480,000 with a small pocket pair. Now to Budaroni, who acts like a musician who's been handed brand new sheet music to play at Carnegie Hall every time he gets cards. He's got chips. He'll make the call. Now to Daniel Negreanu on the button, 5-4 of spades.
Suited baby connectors. Cha-ching.
Hold up. I haven't acted yet.
Beckley acting a little too soon.
It's just so weird because you look at the cards and that's just what you're trained to do. Like you play poker.
Negreanu calls.
Yeah, I looked over and saw no cards.
Exactly. That's what I do all the time.
Big stack. McKeon surveying his opponent's holdings.
I pulled out him like 3 times until I got over it.
There's the flop. Deuce-deuce tray. Good flop for McKeon and Negreanu.
Us Dome veterans.
Yeah.
We'll be here in November.
Yeah.
So.
Wow. First Namath did it, then Messier, now Schwartz calling his shot that he'll be here in November.
McKeon with the pocket 6s bets $550. Budaroni got no piece of that.
There's an old Italian expression. When you miss the flop, it's time to stop.
That sounds English.
Just call the action, tall and tan.
Budaroni folds. Negreanu open-ended.
It would be uncharacteristic of him, but Negreanu could raise here.
Under that glare, would you raise? Call. Just a call.
In Daniel, I trust.
Strangely, Daniel's half rooting for a 6, as is McKeon. Turn card 9 of hearts, status quo. McKeon still best.
I can't believe that look from McKeon serves him well when he's in job interviews.
He's going to check this time.
Daniel could bet here, maybe take it down.
Doesn't bite.
In Daniel, I trust.
The 4 does pair Daniel on the river.
Yeah, and if he uses this look on first dates, I don't think he gets to second dates.
Joe, a product of the moneymaker effect, took up the game when poker fever was spreading across the land. Daniel, a key player in fanning the flames of the poker boom. McKeon now bets $1.3 million.
Daniel might call. It's possible McKeon, the pre-flop raiser, had a big ace, c-bet on the flop, then checked the turn after Daniel called him and is trying to buy the pot here. Actually, I don't even need to speculate about what Daniel's thinking. He usually tells us.
Negreanu hitting that river.
$550. I called. Now you're firing again.
You should be really careful there.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
Yeah, I realize.
this is like just like Foxwoods would happen to me. You literally just said I call.
I said bet 550. I called.
I know, but like I just.
No, I hear you.
We're good to these here.
You got
Clear.
ace 5? Ace 5 of hearts? I think I have sevens, right? You think I have sevens? Is that what you think I have?
You beat sevens?
Huh?
Can you beat sevens?
Jeez, who could? My goodness.
Jesus.
Right? You know what? Fold. I'll sleep fine.
If you actually talk Daniel Negreanu into a fold and we're bluffing there, you'd be my hero forever. But there's like, if you actually talked him into a fold, you're my hero forever. If you actually did.
I said one thing.
Oh, am I on candid camera, Kings?
Well, at this point, McKeon is Michael Jordan hitting three-pointers in Game 1 of the '92 NBA Finals and just shrugging his shoulders.
Joe with a min raise.
Kid though, had all the high equity spots in his life, like all the high equity spots in his life. I feel a lot worse than you would think.
No, I believe it.
It's going to happen once in a long while, but to happen on the game's biggest stage, so close to the final table, brutal. Set over set, Schwartz is out. To Negreanu with queen, jack, and the small blind.
Oh, you give Daniel a discount with that type of hand, he'll take it. He's like my mother at Tuesday morning. Boy, she comes home with some stuff we don't need.
Take on the guy running hot. Why not?
Yeah, right. Pocket kings you have to run into. 10, jack, 4. Top pair for Daniel is second best. He checks to the razor.
Yeah, take on the guy running hot. Why not? I'll tell you why not.
So, McKeon will oblige. 525.
Dangerous flop for Daniel. And check raise is unlikely from him here, but it's got to be somewhere in his mind.
Negreanu has to feel he's got the upper hand poker-wise, maybe, and experience. He's just going to come along for the ride. No raise there. Turn card now. A 6, the brand new main event scare card with McKeon in the hand.
Yeah, normally that would give him 3 6s. But all he has this time, Lon, are pocket kings, so he's just 89% to win the hand.
Negreanu checked again. Now $1,350,000 from Joe.
Well, Daniel's chip stack is still not in the best of shape to be check raising here. It still has to cross his mind. Don't see how he's folding.
He's got top pair. He started the hand with 6.7. He's got 5.6 million behind.
McKeon intently gazing at Daniel. Of course, in this case, he just might be admiring the nicer beard.
Daniel makes the call. Now he's got 4.3 million behind. River card. Another 4 brings a third club. Another check from Daniel.
Well, Daniel headed to a short stack on this hand, 1 street at a time. McKeon can confidently bet this river.
Yep, Joe with a stranglehold on the hand, and Daniel. 2 million.
You can't have it every time, dude. That's not cool. You just can't have it always, like the nuts. Right? That wouldn't be fair. Just, oh, there's a flush there. I didn't even see that. You don't have that, right? Ah, man. I don't think I can just let him have it. That's insanity. 2 million straight? You must pay.
Kings.
He's got it every time.
You got it.
That hand was quite costly for Daniel.
2/3 of his stack goes across the table.
Dude, share the wealth.
Nah, I'm greedy.
Negreanu has the action.
All in.
Pocket fours. He says all in with that pocket pair. Took a big hit against McKeon just a little while ago. Ace 6 off for Alex Turiansky. That goes into the muck. McKeon, Ace 7.
2.79. Could I get?
Yeah.
Double check. This is. I would consider this a close one.
Fair enough.
Yes.
2.79.
I'm rooting for you to make the wrong decision, whatever that is.
I'm leaning towards matching your wager.
Oh, then do that.
I'm sure I'm going to.
2.79.
Wait. 2.79.
2.7.
All right. I got
Okay.
an ace.
And a call.
I have a pair.
Pretty standard, and Daniel at risk.
Super close, right?
Huh?
Close, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Negreanu finished 11th at the 2001 main event. If he loses this race, it will be 13th for him this year.
Interesting to hear Joe seek validation for his call of Daniel.
If you get a 4, can it at least be the 4 of hearts?
No. You don't. You listen. You have no begging rights at all after this
That's
last hour.
very true.
It's like you can't have anything. You don't even get it.
It just comes like King 9-4 rainbow where I'm stone dead, right?
That's
what
fair.
you're looking for? Okay.
That's about right.
How about like King 9-5?
There's the flop. Negreanu's still good.
That's more sweaty. I got the spades. I got the
You do.
spades. 8 of spades turn, or do you not want to sweat?
I want no sweat.
Okay, I'm
4,
sorry.
please.
Now
4.
You know, give him a 3. I gotta come on. I gotta be live going to the river.
Negreanu better than a 2-1 favorite to stay alive in the main
Three would be
event.
irrelevant. Just the blank.
Turn card. Joe with a gut shot. Adding outs to Daniel Sweat.
8-ball corner pocket. You used to shoot pool, right?
I used to play pool, yeah.
I remember reading
Snooker.
that somewhere. Snooker?
Ace 7 or 8 would end Daniel Negreanu's main event.
The river card. A king. And a double up for Negreanu.
I beat him. Got all this extra money now.
Yeah, I know. You can throw in a red chip. How good does it feel? So you got like 8 million. So that's good.
Yeah,
to
I
know.
got 8. Why not?
Jack 9 against 9-7. Here is the flop. 9-10-7. Bottom 2 pair for Negreanu. Middle pair with a gut shot for Joe. Negreanu checked.
I will also check.
They both check.
That's a big flop for both of them to check.
The 6 puts a gut shot on the board, but the 8 would give Joe the higher straight. Daniel checks. Joe checks again. 5 of hearts, so Daniel's best with the 9s and 7s. Another check.
I don't understand how Daniel's played this, but McKeon now might think he has the best hand.
7-25.
I have a 9.
And a call.
I have a 9 and a 7.
I didn't even know what I had. I thought the flop was 10-10-7.
See, you do 30 push-ups on day 7 of the main event, you start misreading the board.
Daniel into 9th place. Joe McKeon on the button, Jack Trace suited.
He glances at the big blind and the small blind as if to say, your blinds are mine, chumps.
Still with the min raise, but that's worth $800,000 now.
Everyone's playing so tight, it's folded to Joe almost every time.
Negreanu, big blind. Ace 4. Just a call.
In a similar spot with King 10, we just saw Daniel push. This time, he plays it differently.
Negreanu, McKeon. Here's the flop. 10 king ace. Negreanu with top pair. McKeon, though, with flush and straight draws. It's check to Joe.
Automatic C-bet coming here from McKeon. He's got the combo draw.
700,000. Daniel with the aces, all in.
Big draw. Big draw. I have a draw.
And a call.
Big draw.
I got him. Gotta hold him.
Good luck, Joe.
At ace 4. I got the ace 4, he's got the jack 3.
Daniel gets it in with the best of it, but he's only got 56% equity. I mean, he loses his hand almost half the time on the edge of the November 9. And you know when you keep blowing up a helium balloon and you get it to max size and then you take your fingers off and let it flutter in the air until it falls to the ground? That's what his elimination would be like for this crowd.
That pairs Joe.
That gives me more outs. That's a good card.
5 more outs.
Yeah, it just feels like McKeon has half the deck now. He doesn't, but he's got a lot of cards to bust Kid Poker.
McKeon trying to get his 10-handed. The river card is a queen for the straight! And he cuts down Daniel Negreanu.
'11th, 14 years ago, 11th again.
Negreanu visibly shaken.
Good, bud. Good luck. Good luck, man.
I'm numb. If he had gone all in pre-flop, the hand would be over. I guess he made the right play. I just wish he wasn't so involved with the guy who could bust him.
11th again.
Joe McKeon continues to stockpile chips for the final table.
60 million.
Okay, I can go, right?
Daniel's been around long enough to realize these moments don't come around too often.
Damn.
He knows it may never happen again.